I'm Mary Cowley, a member of St Giles. Most of you, I think, know me, and I just say things as it comes to mind. But today I thought that I would read you just a part of Psalm 139, which I often read, especially when I'm feeling a bit low in spirit. I read it. They are only just short verses, and with verse 1 to the beginning of 4, and then from 13 to the end of 15. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down, when I rise up. Discern my thoughts from far away. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways, even before a word is on my tongue. For it was you who formed my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works that I know very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes beheld my unformed substance. In your book were written all the days that were formed for me, when none of them as yet existed. And on thinking of these words, when I'm feeling a bit low, I think of them. And I think at my age, and possibly a lot of others, would think back over their past, their life. And I've done it quite a bit lately. Wondering why I went to places that I never dreamt of. Work that I never dreamt I would ever be doing. But I also realize that God put me in those places. Because in some places, one place we were only there 6 months. And we had the Asian flu. We were moved to Rupert's house. We were only there 3 months. We had an epidemic of scabies. And then into Harrison. Nothing too exciting there, only that we TB was prevalent amongst the Aboriginals, and there was a ship that used to come in, leave Montreal in May. It had a full medical team, it had a hospital on board, had x-rays, nurses, doctors, dentists, and it would call into each port or each settlement way up into the Arctic And this particular year, they thought that it would be a good idea to disembark the TB patients that they had on board at Harrison, and that an aircraft would come up from Moose factory, from the where the hospital was, and they would take the patients out. Well, 39 patients were on board, and they came up, and an aircraft was supposed to come up and pick them up. There was women and men, small children. It was a mixture. And we only had 3 beds to put them in. So we decided that we would put the men in the wards and the women and the children in our laundry room, which was quite a large size. And mattresses and blankets came from all over the place. I don't know where they came from, but things were found put on the floor for them by the local people. The plane never came. The weather was out, and it was a week we had them before they were picked up. And then we were asked to go somewhere else. And my husband always said yes, we'd go. And we went up to Pavongatuk, and there we had the measles epidemic. So I think the Lord knew just what he was doing with us. He put us in places where we were needed. And then we came out. But I'm sure all of you have something to look back on and to remember, and to see where the Lord has put you, where he's wanted you to be. But why I'm still here today at 96, I don't know. But I wasn't feeling very well one day when my son came in. And I didn't get up to greet him as I usually do. And he came into the lounge, and I was just sitting there. And he said, "How do you feel?" I said, "Not feeling good this morning. I don't know why I'm still here." And he's not a religious person. He believes there is something. And he said without any hesitation at all, "Someone's not ready for you yet, Mum." And I thought, he does believe. But I'm doing this thought for the day, and I feel that there's a few out there that's listening and see and listen to these thoughts for the day. And I'm sure there's a few of you that could do one. You don't need any experience. I've had no experience in doing this sort of thing. And mine just comes from the heart. And that's all you need, is something from the heart. And there's something else that I thought. I listen to the Celtic Prayer every week. And it's one that I feel fits in with what I've said and my thoughts for the day. And those that don't listen or join in with the Celtic Prayer, I think it's a wonderful way of starting your day off we used to have morning prayers at St Giles, and it was always so nice to get up and get down there and do the morning prayer. And the Celtic prayer is the same sort of thing. And this is a copy of it. Christ as a light, illume me, illume and guide me. Christ as a shield, overshadow me. Christ under me, Christ over me, Christ beside me, on my left and my right. This day be within and without me, lowly and meek, yet all-powerful. Be in the heart of each whom I speak, in the mouth of each who speak unto me. This day be within and without me, lowly and meek, yet all-powerful. Christ as a light, Christ as a shield, Christ beside me, on my left and my right. And the Lord be with you all this day and every day. Amen.